Hi, my name is Jessica and I have no idea what I'm doing. Do you remember me? I remember you. It has been, I haven't filmed since August. Just with the new job, if you haven't, been keeping up with me, the few videos that I have posted, I unexpectedly got a job as a 7th grade religion teacher at the school I was working for, and also as the art teacher for kindergarten through 4th grade. So I've just been really busy with that. It's going well, but it's just kept me really busy. And then I was sick on and off like the whole month of October into November. So between those two things, I have not had time to film, but I'm back. Hopefully I will be able to stay back and be a little more consistent. I'm hoping. Today I'm going to be showing you a few different products that I've been trying out, testing out, and wearing over the last couple of months. So the first thing I have is the Smashbox, what is this even called? Nothing's changed. I still don't know what I'm doing. That's why tagline's the same. 24-hour photo finish shadow primer. This is like, the one that everybody talks about. I was hesitant to get it because of the expense. I think it was like $26 or something, which for an eyeshadow primer, I think that's ridiculous. But as I've mentioned in some of my other videos, I've been having more and more trouble with my eyeshadow wearing the way that it should. I've been having more spreading and creasing, and I don't know if it's like my eyes, I don't know if it's my primer, I don't know if it's like the formulas that I'm using. I think it's a combination of all of it. So a friend had recommended this one to me, saying that because I have hooded eyes and I might be having like oily eyelids, that this should take care of all my problems. Unfortunately, is not taking care of all my problems. So, I mean, this is what it looks like on. You can't tell. And just make sure, I mean, I guess you do this with any eyeshadow primer, but I feel that this one is more noticeable if you don't like make sure it doesn't like gather in the crease before it dries or as it dries. Oh, all this time, apply a thin layer to bare lids, wait about 60 seconds, then apply shadow. I didn't read directions. That's terrible, and now I'm dropping it. But I think I have been doing that anyway. I don't usually just go in and apply shadow after that, because then I do my face makeup like I'm going to do now, and then we'll go back to eyeshadow. But here's the thing. I feel like it improved the wear on some of the eyeshadows, but not all of them, and some of them the improvement wasn't as great as it should have been. The colors are definitely, it's like it is an eyeshadow primer. So the colors are like more vibrant. Sometimes the color was very different between this primer and my Milani primer, or between no primer, of course, and this primer. And I'm going to show you some pictures of how things applied and wore. I'm on the fence about it because some things were improved, some weren't, and for that price, I feel like it should be perfect. One of those kinds of deals. So, yeah, I'm on the fence about it. So as I just create a base for the eyeshadow that I'm going to show you, this is just my ColourPop Blue Moon palette. I forgot to mention one thing about the eyeshadow primer. It does seem like when you first put the eyeshadow on, it's like, oh my god, it's gonna stick, because it does. And like, this is never going to blend out. And as you can see, I'm having no problems blending this out. So that is a plus, because some eyeshadow primers, especially like the quote-unquote stronger ones, you know, you have trouble blending. And that's not the case for this one, which is good. Up next, I have some skincare products. Wow, who am I? I know. But these first ones were for free from influencers, so I said, okay. This is the Waso, I'm gonna butcher this, Shiseido. We all know what brand I'm talking about, I just can't say it. The Yuzu-C Eye Awakening Essence. There's that, and it came in this little box here. And this is for like the under eyes, and I guess to like get rid of some wrinkles and keep hydrated and make you look better under there. I have to say, I'm 27 years old, which sometimes I feel like that's very old. Other times I feel like I'm still young. I'm definitely seeing some more going on over here, and I don't like it. So as much as I don't want to be using skincare, I guess I'm gonna have to start, or at least start doing it more consistently. So they tell you to like put it on and then pat it in that upward motion. Yeah, once in a while you get a little chunk from it, which is not thrilling to me. I don't like the feeling of that. I haven't gotten any allergic reaction from it. I mean, have I been using it as consistently as I should? No, but there are times where I am. I just feel like it's not really doing anything. So, I mean, this is Shiseido, so it's gotta be super expensive. So if it's not gonna do anything, you know what I mean? Like if I was actually seeing a difference, maybe, but we all know I don't like to splurge on these kind of products. I like to splurge on eyeshadow. So yeah, I don't really see the purpose of it. The other one I have from the same company, oh, that's the other box, hang on. Oh, maybe it wasn't this one. This one is the Glow On Shot Vitamin C Moisture and Glow Charge. I think it's like a serum. So it comes in this thing here. There must be like two different things in it because they separate. So you have to shake it first, and then you squeeze a little dropper, and I'm not really thrilled with that for a couple of reasons. So the first reason is that I feel like I'm gonna make a mess, and because this is like oily kinda, see it like that, like I feel like it's just gonna get all over. The smell is it's like a little bit citrusy, a little bit medicine-y. I don't know. So I kind of just smooth it around. And the other reason I don't like the dropper, maybe this is a silly reason, when I do that, I feel like I'm crying and that makes me sad. I'm just being honest, okay? Again, I don't really know. I don't really think it's doing anything, or at least not enough of something to warrant the price that this thing is. Am I more moisturized? Yeah, I guess. But like, I don't know, is it supposed to, you know, skincare is not my thing. Is it supposed to like smooth me out? Is it supposed to even my tone? Is it supposed to minimize pores? Because I don't see any of that happening. I just see maybe a little more like moisturization, if that's a word. So again, not something that I would recommend, but maybe I'm doing it wrong. Maybe I'm not seeing things that you're supposed to, because I don't, you know, I'm not like knowledgeable about this kind of thing. Following up, a moisturizer. Look at me. It really makes me sick how I'm using skincare. I hate skincare. This is the e.l.f. Holy Hydration Face Cream. Broad spectrum SPF 30 sunscreen with hyaluronic acid and peptides. Whatever that means. supposed to be for dry oily combination. I think combination, I don't know. The only reason I had bought this, this was over the summer actually, because I needed, like, I don't like putting sunscreen on my face. I like having it, like, I would actually rather put on skincare or makeup, of course, with sunscreen in it than put sunscreen on my face. So that's why I bought this, because my little pink Avon one, they discontinued it, which sucks. So this one, though, surprisingly, it seems exactly the same to me. The texture feels the same, the color's the same, the smell is kind of the same. It's like a light berry, fresh, sweet floral scent, I guess. That makes it sound like a heavier scent than it is. It is a little strong, but I would not call it heavy, if that makes any sense. And like I said, it has that SPF 30 in it, so I'm happy with it. This one I do recommend. I think it was like $10 or something, especially if you like the little Avon pink one. Let me pull that out for you so you could see it. That's the Avon Anew Vitale Day Cream. This one is only 25 SPF. So I feel like, I mean, I didn't do a ingredient comparison. That would be pointless because, like I said, I don't really know anything about this kind of stuff. But I'm going by performance, feel, texture, scent, that kind of thing. I think they're about the same. So I do recommend this one, and I do use that. The next thing I have is the Violet Voss Bubbly Blush Bellini, say that 3 times fast, palette. It looks like this. It has 3 different blushes in it, and it has a highlighter in it. I had seen this at Sephora, like I think online, a while back, and I said, oh, this would kind of be nice to have because I have the pink, the peach, and the burgundy all in one with a highlighter. I thought it looked pretty. I waited till it went on sale for $19, and then when the recent Sephora VIB sale went on, I think I'm above Beauty Insider. I'm the next one. I'm not Rouge, I'm VIB. So then I got extra money off, or no, I didn't, but I got money off other things. So then I added it to the cart. Anyway, that's my story. You got to get my story at least once in every video. So that's why I bought it. That's when I bought it. That's how I bought it. I'm disappointed in it. And the formula is okay. It's not super blendable. Like, it's not effortless, you know what I mean? And we all know that things like this, really anything, I don't want to be careful when I'm blending. I want to focus on the colors and the fun of it. The colors are duller than I expected them to be. Like, I thought this was really going to be like a pink, a peach, and a burgundy. Everything is pretty muted. These two are not all that different unless you start using a heavier hand. This one is like a dull neutral beige peach. And the highlighter, I don't really get much when I go in with a brush. I usually have to go in with my finger to get like a glaze going on. I don't know if it's like the formula hard pressed something, like it's not coming up as much as I thought it was going to be. I decided to keep it and like keep playing around with it, but I'm not thrilled with it. It's not bad, but it's not what I wanted either. So I'll use my Too Faced Mr. Right brush, and I don't know, I guess I'll go with the burgundy called Cheeky Bellini today, but I'll show you swatches of all of them. So I'm going to try to pick that up and try to just put a little on so you could see. Like, see how it's like, I don't know, it's kind of patchy. And listen, I'm not the perfect blender for sure, but it's, like I said, it's definitely not effortless. Maybe if you don't mind that and you want like colors that aren't as vibrant or bright, then maybe you'd like this, but for me it's just okay. It's not what I wanted. There, so we have some of that. And then I'll show you the highlighter. So it looks like super, like, you know, pigmented, but it's not. It's sheerer than it appears. It's also a little deeper than I thought it was going to be, like in color, which of course for me, who's super fair, I was a little disappointed, but I think for most people, it will be just fine, and it will suit most people with most skin tones. Like I said, I could still use it. I just have to use it a little bit of a lighter hand, which I guess isn't hard to do because it's not all that pigmented. And I promised swatches and then didn't do them. So here's Rosini, Cheeky Bellini, and Peach Puree. These are coming out so much more like pigmented on here. Oh, and then Prosecco, the golden highlighter. So here you go. See how like they're duller and darker than, well, it matches what you see here, but what I was seeing like online and in people's videos, I'm hoping it comes across in mine, it's not what I wanted. Everything's darker and duller. Alright, then I have something else from Influencer. Usually I do eyes first, but I'm tired of looking at my dry winter lips, so let's put something on it. This is that, the Urban Decay Bond Unbreakable liquid lipstick thing that they came out with, maybe in the summer? This is in the color Unbreakable. It's a bright red. So you have to shake it for, I forget, I haven't used this in a while because, well, I'm going to tell you. I think 15 seconds, 10 seconds, 5 seconds, I don't know, I don't remember, but you shake it first, and then you apply it, and I'm not going to talk while I apply it, because that's just not going to go well, so I'll explain in a moment what I like and don't like about this. So here's the applicator, there's a little foot. Darn it. Okay, so here it is. Here are the things I like about it. It stays on pretty well. I went to a karate class, an in-person karate class with it, with a mask on, like a COVID mask, and it was not perfect, but it did stay on pretty well. It had moved a little bit. It had definitely transferred onto the mask, but it did wear pretty well overall, and that's tricky for like a bright, deep red lipstick. People have been saying it's transfer proof. I'm glad it's transfer proof for them. It is not transfer proof for me. I haven't found that. My biggest qualms with it are, you know, liquid lipsticks are, again, not one of my usual things. I make a mess, especially with this kind of color. Today wasn't too bad, but it doesn't give you a lot of playtime. It's basically where you put it, that's pretty much where it's going to go. You have maybe 3 seconds or so to wiggle it around somewhat, and maybe that differs between the colors, but definitely with this one you have to be more careful, and like I said, I'm a mess, so that's tricky for me to deal with. It wasn't too difficult to remove. I like that it has a little bit of sheen to it. Definitely the more you play with it though, the less that, you know, shows up. So again, because I do play with mine more, then there's less sheen. And just the price, I mean, it's like $25. I had mentioned, I think in a TikTok or an Instagram video or something, that like I would rather get an Ofra liquid lipstick because it's kind of similar, even though this has the sheen to it a little bit, like more of a satin, whereas the Ofra ones are a little more matte, depending on the formula, but those are cheaper, and I have a little bit more playtime with them when I put them on, and then they stay on just as well, if not better. So I would prefer that. I'm not saying this is bad. It's not. It's pretty good. But I just have other things that I like better because of a couple of qualms, like price and playtime. The last product I have to show you today is the Morphe 2, I forget what this is called. Oh, Jelly Eye Shimmer. And this is in the color Starry Sky. Of course, the blue to purple duochrome. Are you surprised? You shouldn't be. This is gorgeous. Ugh, the camera is not picking up what it does. You can kind of see it, but not really. Ugh, this thing is so pretty. I bought this, I think in the spring for my birthday. So I have too much stuff, as you know. It's like a gel formula, kind of. It's like a cream eyeshadow. And it's so pretty. Here are my things with this. So you definitely have to make sure it dries before, like, you know, opening your eye and going about your day. If you do that, it will stay very nicely. If you don't, then it won't. So as long as you do that, it's all good. I don't think you can see. Can you see the duochrome? I don't know. It's really pretty. I was hoping though that it would be a deeper duochrome, like not super dark, but like more in the middle, whereas this is quite light and a little bit sheer. But it is a gorgeous duochrome, and as long as you follow that rule of letting it dry completely, it does wear well and it looks great. Another qualm though I do have with it, I mean the price is good, I think it was like 12 bucks maybe. It doesn't seem to play well with other eyeshadows. So if you wanted to wear it with other things instead of just wearing it by itself, I don't know, I haven't figured that out yet, so I'm trying that today and I'll let you know how that goes. Because I did that with like some dark blue eyeshadow and it didn't wear well. It was like taking the blue eyeshadow off and it was taking itself off. So I don't know, maybe it was just a fluke, maybe it was that particular eyeshadow, but I want to test it out again today and see what it does. But it is gorgeous, a little lighter than I wanted, but gorgeous. And as long as you really let it dry before you start looking like a normal person again and go this way and go about your day, then it wears well. So I just went into natural lighting in my bathroom to fix my hair, and just, as long as you don't mind this duochrome being light, it's so gorgeous. I don't think you can see it. Like, I judge duochromes kind of harshly, and like the second I start to turn, it's already going purple. Like, I don't like the ones where you have to like turn all the way where like no one would even see, you know what I mean? Like, for it to change. It's like as I start to just move a little bit, you can see it start shifting, and it's gorgeous. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope you found it helpful. It's good to be back. I hope to be seeing you more often. All right, that's it for today. I hope you have a good day no matter what it is you're doing. Bye. See you next time.